Yo, GM, what's good, fam? Welcome to Hidden Secrets Revealed Live. Today on Hidden Secrets Revealed Live, Twitter's removal of legacy blue check marks to result in dynamic shift. HSRL is a production of Safe New Media. Who this is for, and listen very closely because this may or may not be you. This is for self actualizers, agents of progress, if you will, making the most of their lives. The viewers of this show tend to demonstrate higher than average critical thinking skills. This micro podcast live stream is not for you. It's not for you, sweetheart. No. If you take yourself too seriously, we're going to have to ask you if you could just go over to Facebook or something. If you are a seeker, let me be your guide to discover divine and fundamental truth for yourself. Let me help you increase the quality and effectiveness of your life by revealing to you the hidden secrets of the universe. This show is specifically for those who are seeking new perspectives, fresh ideas, and a willingness to explore new possibilities. My intention is to help you stay ahead of the curve and make the most out of emerging opportunities. As you know, many in our community may want to apply my unique perspective to their own businesses in developing new products and services. Today on HSRL, starting today, legacy legacy verification symbol, the blue check mark, has been removed for celebrities and notable figures on Twitter. For most users, including the White House and some government officials, excluding some who have a gray check mark, the verification blue check mark is now a paid feature. For example, Hillary Clinton lost her blue check mark. How is the introduction of the paid verification feature and the removal of the blue check mark for celebrities and notable figures on Twitter potentially going to lead to strategic behavior among users and shift in, and how will it cause a shift in the dynamics of this platform? While minds, including Nassim Nicholas Taleb, who appears to be subscribed to Twitter Blue, I don't know if he is or not, but if you go to his profile, it appears that he is. He is one of the minds who does have arguments against prospect theory. The removal of the blue checkmark for celebrities and notable figures on Twitter could be perceived as a loss from a prospect theory perspective. Prospect theory is a psychological theory of choice, which describes how people evaluate their losses and acquire insight in an asymmetric fashion, right? This loss could be magnified if those individuals were already verified on Twitter and had become accustomed to the benefits and status associated with having a blue checkmark. Therefore, the fact that the blue checkmark is now a paid feature for most users could also be perceived as a loss, right? Isn't it perceived as a loss for a lot of people? It may create a sense of unfairness or exclusivity. This could lead to negative emotions like anger or resentment towards Twitter or the owner, Elon Musk. Am I wrong about this? So that could ultimately result in a decrease in user engagement and satisfaction, right? On the other hand, some users who were not previously verified may see the opportunity to pay for the blue checkmark as a gain, as it allows them to gain credibility and status on the platform. In prospect theory, gains are often valued less than losses of equal magnitude. So it remains to be seen whether this perceived gain will outweigh the loss of the blue check mark for previously verified individuals. This brings up another crucial psychological friction point, the F word, fair. What did you think I was going to say? No, Chris Voss says it that way. The F word is fair. People want what's fair. And psychologically, we have a really quick response if we sense unfairness. Am I right? Am I wrong? Leave a comment. Smash that subscribe button. If you're watching on YouTube, pummel that subscribe button into submission. And if you're watching on Twitter, retweet this. I appreciate it. So, from a fairness perspective, it could be argued that it was unfair that celebrities and notable figures did not have to pay for verification before. The blue checkmark was originally designed to verify the authenticity of an account, indicating that the account belongs to a real person or organization of the public interest. However, the blue checkmark has also become a symbol of status and credibility, which may have contributed to the perception of unfairness. By making the blue checkmark a paid feature for most users, Twitter is essentially treating all users equally and offering them the opportunity to verify their accounts if they wish to do so. However, the removal of the blue checkmark for previously verified celebrities and notable figures could still be perceived as a loss for those individuals, especially if they had come to value the status and credibility associated with the blue checkmark. Therefore, celebrities and notable figures who do perceive this as a loss, especially if they had come to value the status and credibility associated with the blue checkmark, have become accustomed to special or preferential treatment. Do you disagree? Leave a comment. I appreciate you guys watching. This is the only live stream podcast of its nature at this hour, broadcasting live on Twitter. And if it were not for you, my amazing, highly intelligent viewers and followers on Twitter, who are my friends, this would not be possible. So I do appreciate it. Retweet this, leave a comment. I don't care if you make fun of me, as long as it's funny, go ahead and retweet this and leave a comment. Appreciate you guys. So, celebrities and notable figures who had previously been verified on Twitter may have become accustomed to the special or preferential treatment that came with the blue checkmark, such as increased visibility and credibility on the platform. This could have contributed to the perception of the blue checkmark as a status symbol rather than just a verification badge. Do you disagree? Let me know. I'm going live on LinkedIn as well. So you guys are welcome to make fun of me as much as you want. By the way, as I'm going live, this is the 20th. This is 420 today of 2023. We'll look back at this and laugh at me. Okay, so what if the blue check mark is a status symbol rather than just a verification badge? As a result, the removal of the blue check mark for previously verified individuals may be seen as a loss of this special or preferential treatment, which they had become accustomed to. This could result in negative emotions, such as frustration or disappointment, and could even lead to a decrease in engagement or usage of the platform. That's why the decision to make the blue checkmark a paid feature for most users is an attempt by Twitter to promote fairness and equality on the platform and to prevent the blue checkmark from being seen as a status symbol. Whether or not this decision is successful in achieving these goals remains to be seen. As Naval points out, Naval Ravikant, status is a zero sum game. A zero sum game is a situation in which one person's gain is equal to another person's loss. So the total gains and losses in the game add up to zero. In the context of status, this means that one person's increase in status can come at the expense of another person's decrease in status, right? Just because you buy a house doesn't mean that I cannot buy a house. But people are not logical. For example, in some social situations, there may be a limited amount of status available, such as in a workplace where only one person can be promoted to a high level position, right? In this case, the promotion of one person to the high level position may be seen as a gain in status for that person, but it comes at the expense of others who were not promoted and who may feel a loss of status as a result. The art market is a status game. For some Hollywood actors, competition for a role is a status game. It's a zero sum game to those kind of people. But my friends and community, we are above the um, status sort of uh, mentality, right? The sort of scarcity status mentality. However, in other contexts, status may not be a zero sum game. For example, in a collaborative project, one person's success and recognition may contribute to the success and recognition of the entire team and may not come at the expense of others on the team. It ultimately depends on the specific context and dynamics of the situation. But removal of the blue check mark for celebrities and notable figures on Twitter, as well as the introduction of a paid verification feature, could lead to strategic behavior among users. One possibility is that some users may view the blue checkmark as a valuable status symbol and may be willing to pay for it even if they do not strictly need it for verification purposes. This could create a demand for the paid verification feature, which Twitter could benefit from financially. And that is a motivation to implement the paid verification feature. On the other hand, some users who were previously verified and lost their blue check mark may feel resentful and could take strategic actions in response. For example, they may decrease their usage of Twitter or switch to other social media platforms that offer similar status symbols or benefits. I don't know what else there is that offers that kind of status, but it's got to be something. This could lead to a decrease in engagement and user satisfaction on Twitter. Okay, but what if the introduction of the paid verification feature does amplify the perception of unfairness or inequality among users who can't afford to pay for the blue check mark? This could lead to negative emotions and strategic behavior, maybe the formation of groups or coalitions that advocate for the removal of the paid feature or demand other changes from Twitter. You know, there's some group right now who's getting a petition together or some causing a protest somewhere about this. People who are or sort of, you know, the kind of people who 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 do this kind of moral posturing, and they because they don't have the capacity to get rich, they um, have a problem with Elon Musk and other billionaires. So they think no one should be rich if they can't. There are those kind of people out there. That's why it's my conjecture that this does signify a shift in the dynamics of Twitter. What do you think? Share this with somebody, leave a comment. I appreciate you guys watching. Hidden Secrets Revealed Live is a production of Safe New Media, unconventional, diversified, global digital media company devoted to the practice, administration, and dissemination of the ideologies of its founder, moi, yours truly. My name is Sean Allen Fenn .eth, and this is totally not a cult. It's not a cult. But if you do want to join a cult, it's now easier. You could either go to the website there, the official page, safenewmedia.com/HSRL. You can watch this show and watch previous shows. Enter your email there. I suggest that you get into the private Telegram via guild.xyz. The channel on is the Inner Circle, but I really want to talk to you guys in the private chat, and that's called the Deep Tribe. So while this is not a cult, if it were a cult, the tenets of faith are posted at safenewmedia.com/deep tribe. safenewmedia.com/deep tribe. If you are curious. By the way, I make music. I appreciate you guys listening to it. And if you're watching on LinkedIn and you're a brand who needs help with Web3 strategy, here's the URL there. There's a link just on LinkedIn there in the description. The plan is for our community to share with each other the systems, processes, and workflows we're successfully using in order to help each other grow. So ask any questions about today's show or anything else in the private chat there that you can access at guild.xyz/deep tribe. Team up with me to bring about serious advancement for each other. This is growing so fast. I do appreciate, anyone who is willing to come on board to help with Safe New Media. Thanks for making this the most popular live stream at this hour, broadcasting on Twitter. That's my time. I have spoken.